Alright, so this is a tutorial on the new Superswim strat where we're going to look at Link's animation, and we're going to use that to try to determine what speed we're going to get and hopefully manipulate it to get good speed every single time on most Superswims. So the first thing to note about this strat is you have to start pause buffering at the correct time, and we're going to use the air meter over here to know when to start pause buffering. So the convenient thing about the air meter is that it's going to flash red once the air starts to go down. So that's one red flash, two red flash, and that's when we want to start pause buffering, around the second red flash. Now you'll probably just get used to the timing visually, but that's pretty much when we want to start pause buffering. And the second thing to note is once we buffer, we're going to look for Link's head being all the way up or starting to come down a little bit, but it should definitely be tilted up all the way, because if it's tilted down, that's going to be bad speed with this release timing. So now we're actually going to do it with camera lock. Let's get in the water. We want to be away from the island because we want to avoid air refills since they'll mess up our timing. And we also want to get a very good angle because unlike the old strat, we can't really buffer for the angle. We have to buffer for his frames, so we need to hold a really tight angle the whole time. So I'm just going to make sure that I have the right angle. So one flash, two flash. So now I'm just going to look for Link's head being up. Right now it's down, so this would be bad speed. So right there, that's a very good frame. Link's head is tilted up and he's looking very determined, I guess, but you'll definitely get used to seeing the frames once you've done this a lot of times. But that's definitely going to be a good frame, and I have a good angle, so let's just go. And this is a 3-quadrant Superswim, but as you can see, we're just easily going to make it. If I can. There we go. So yeah. So now I'm going to show what you do if you somehow miss a pause buffer by going too early and then trying to recover. So there's a backup strat for that. What we're actually going to want to do is look at opposite frames where Link's head is actually down instead of up if we miss a buffer. So right now I'm just going to start pause buffering, and let's say that I miss a buffer and now I'm trying to recover. So now I'm going to look for when Link's head is down, so that should maybe be good. Let's just go a little bit lower. There we go. So Link's head is really down there, which means this will be good speed because the timing for the frames actually changes if you miss a buffer. So there we go, we have a good speed and a good angle. And this is what you do if you miss a pause buffer. You actually look for opposite frames instead of the normal frames.